Welcome to New Orleans and Yorman Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Tulane Green Wave. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Green Wave head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys?
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. He's at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Tulane!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll return it. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Gonna run it. It's White. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's White. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Now on first down from the 30. And the defense got him at the 27.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it. And it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Fires downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Found a seam. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mean Green. Once he got some room, it was over. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Straight ahead from inside his 25. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's McClure. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Look out, he's got room. There's some room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Right back to the well. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the counter. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lucas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defensive holding, an automatic 1st down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Finding some room. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking long. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Nice move to keep running. Maybe some room here. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Texas.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Takes a handoff. It's McClure. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Off the RPO, complete. He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hill. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Running inside, it's McClure. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offense in a bunch formation. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? DB's right up on the receivers. Still on his feet at the 25. Oh, a lot of space. Past the 30. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mean Green. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
On the move from inside his own 20. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Move. Oh, a double pass. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 9 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Tar Heels able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And I guess, well, there's no guessing, it's a win streak now. 2 in a row after this team started the season 1-2. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Jackson will throw. Looking to scramble. That's it fly. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Creates a little space. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Run in the red zone, it's Lucas. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo. Set. Black 18. Black 18.
They feed him again. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a first and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lucas. Touchdown, Tulane! They take the lead with the 6. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Backed up now, here's second and long. On the move, it's White. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
North Texas really has it going on offense. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. from the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. On the move. Looking for room at the 30. There he goes. He is in. Touchdown, North Texas.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They put together an 81-yard drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Hey, easy.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lucas. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Green Wave. They move on top here in the 4th. The Green Wave strike right back.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. He's got it on the outside. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense in press coverage. Got a man. It's Milner. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He's in open space downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Jackson gonna throw it. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. Hits him with a stiff arm. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And, guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And, guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He'll set up to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Good game, brother. Good shit. Good defense, boy. Good shit.
Nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Jackson will throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Caught over the middle. It's Martin. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Breaks the tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing, and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The run inside. It's Lucas. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. Tulane right back to the line. They go right back to it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Plenty of fireworks in this one.
Yeah, that pick six killed me. Good game, brother. Good game. Pick six killed me.
It seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to